Alright, guys. So, what happened? What happened out there, guys? What happened out there? Guys, I'll be honest, guys. I'm speechless tonight. Guys, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I can't comment tonight's game. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know if I'm mad, disappointed, surprised, expected it, heartbroken. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm feeling tonight, guys. There is sound. Someone said there's no sound. The LPRL says no sound. Really? I think there is sound in the stream. Anyways. Yeah, let's look at some of the comments. Gabriel Hernandez says, BS happened. People are calling Napoli ballers, and I have to agree. Yeah, Maximus saying, we was looking forward to the revenue from Napoli for Champions League and what players he would bring into play. Now who wants to play in the Europa League? Yeah, I mean, this is an issue that now we have for the next few years, because while teams like Inter, Milan, Juventus, Atalanta are able to attract the best players, then we're not. And that's just going to increase the gap. It's the second year in a row now. And guys, we were living in a time, the last 10 years, where we had Milan and Inter who were struggling. And it was in these 10 years that we had to do something. We had to win something in these 10 years. We had to establish ourselves in the top four consistently, to the point that it's not even a question of whether we're going to get there on the last day or not. And we haven't been able to do that. We've allowed teams like Milan to come back into it, and we've allowed teams like Inter to win the Scudetto in the 1 year that Juventus doesn't win it. And that's disappointing, guys. That's super disappointing. And traditionally speaking, these teams will finish in the top four. And so, yeah, we can't take it for granted anymore in the next few seasons. We can't take it for granted. And, you know, it didn't happen for us for the second time in a row now. So, yeah, just horrible for Napoli. I'm still trying to process everything, guys. I'm going to read a bit more of your comments tonight while I process what I want to say about this game, to be honest with you. ID Beat saying, these play for money, not for the passionate people of Naples. Only want money and more money. Sack everyone except Osimhen. ID, man, you know, I almost feel betrayed. I swear to you. I swear. I feel betrayed. I feel like some of these players that went on the field today did not care. They did not care. We had Hizai playing, who's out of a contract, doesn't give a damn about what happens to Napoli next year. And we saw the performance that he put out there. We saw the performance. We saw the lack of concentration that Hizai had. And when you have players, I think, like Hizai starting such a critical game, and you know that he's going to be leaving next season, it just doesn't seem right. And I'm not saying he's unprofessional or anything like that, but sometimes you've got to play players in the big games like these that have something at stake as well, because it's not like Mauro Rui is that much worse than Hizai, so you might as well play Mauro Rui. He's got Champions League football next year at stake with Napoli. He's gonna stay. So yeah, I just feel betrayed by some of the players. Honestly, I just can't. I can't explain it. EJ Wise is saying, getting rid of Gattuso. Oh, I missed the comment. getting rid of Gattuso would be our biggest mistake right now. He knows our players and what our team needs. We also pay him only 1.5 million. We're not going to get a manager for cheaper. Guys, okay, here's the thing, guys. I don't want to be that guy that we lose and now all of a sudden he's anti-Gattuso. But we saw today the lack of understanding of how a game is played out. So I think he's not a bad coach. He's not a bad coach. There's worse out there for sure. And in fact, we've had some great games with Gattuso. But there's a limit that he has, which is he can't read games. He can't read games, guys. Today, I don't know what happened out there when he left Fabian alone in midfield and played 5 strikers. He had Petagna, Osimhen, Mertens, Politano, and Insigne in the last 20 minutes. And I know some of you might be thinking, oh yeah, but we needed a goal. Guys, it's not FIFA. Guys, it's not FIFA. You can't just... It's like saying, I want to build a skyscraper, and you start at the roof. You have the base, you have the roof, and then you have nothing in the middle. That's not how you build a building. That just doesn't exist. You can't play a 4-1-5 or whatever that was. We needed a midfield to get the ball to Osimhen, to Mertens. Even if it meant playing with 3 strikers, but you can't do 5, guys. You can't have 5 because there was no one giving them good balls. There was no... It just didn't work. It just didn't work. They didn't know what they were doing out there for the last 20 minutes. As I said, it's not FIFA. And it's not like... Yeah, I don't know. It was a strange one. I thought maybe the better option could have been keep Fabian in the middle and then play Elmas on one side of him, Demme on the other, and then have Mertens, Osimhen, and I would put Petagna or Mertens, if you have to, Politano, Mertens, Petagna, something like that. And we saw Petagna had a good header at the end. Because Osimhen, he still needs to work on that. He needs to work on his aerial presence in the box, whereas Petagna can kind of grab you that last minute opportunity. Osimhen hasn't been clutch like that for Napoli. He's not scored in a really, really tight game when the other team is sitting deep. He's not a guy that's going to score you the goal in the last 5 minutes. Petagna might do. So I think Gattuso messed up there. Let's see some of the other comments. Let's see what we got. Lorenzo Libutti saying Verona turned into Man City, but it's all Napoli's fault. Gattuso out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened today. It felt like Verona, I saw that team in yellow and I joked about it in my video the other day. I said they're going to play like prime 2002 Brazil. And, it wasn't champagne football by Verona, but it definitely did feel like Napoli was scared, as if they were playing against a Brazil team. But it was just Verona. There was definitely some performance anxiety going on over there, guys. And it's crazy. It's crazy how this team just never performs when it matters. Never. I mean, this season we messed up against Granada in the Europa League. We messed up against Juventus in the Super Cup. We messed up now against Verona. Every time it seems like we've got to win, we just don't. We just don't win. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. ID is saying Di Lorenzo is shambolic, a player who is 30 days away from being a free agent, and he starts. No, I think that's his. I think Di Lorenzo is not going to be a free agent. Osam comedy. Since the match started, we had already lost the match. Perfect summary. Osam, you win comment of the day because I couldn't explain it better than you did. We lost, guys. You know where we lost the game. You know where we lost the game, guys? We lost it at the bus. Now, I'm not sure how many of you guys know this, but outside the Stadio Maradona, there was a group of fans, a huge group of fans, guys, that was there cheering on for the team. The bus is... So how the stadium is set up is that there's a long... Guys, so there's a long road, and then in this road, all of a sudden you turn in and you enter the stadium. Like the bus enters the stadium. It literally goes like inside the stadium, right? And so all along this road, there were all these fans, and I don't know what happened. Anyways, it was decided that Napoli, the bus was going to go a different route and avoid all the fans. So it was a weird decision. It was a weird decision. You know, the city was behind the team, and then someone in the team, or I don't know who made the decision, thought to avoid it. You know, as if they kind of don't want to face the fans, as if they're scared of you know, facing the fans before this game, you know. And I think we had lost it mentally before. We just weren't up for it. We were scared. We didn't want to win it, guys. That's just it. That's just it. AMS is saying, guys, don't forget to like the live stream. Yeah, guys, thank you. Oh, and there was a donation. I missed it, guys. Where was it? Lorenzo Moore, 14. Thank you for your donation. Super kind of you, man. Super kind of you. Thanks for always supporting. You said, had one job tonight. Hizai is a lucky man, if not dead. Yeah, he has to go. Guys, he has to go. Let me repeat that, guys. He has to go. For the people at the back, guys, he has to go. He has to go. He has to. I'm done with him. I'm done, guys. It's been 5-6 years with Hizai. Every year, it's always like this. Always costing us games. Shambolic. He has to go, man. He has to go. And his agent still talks and talks and talks. And this guy, some people have no shame. Some people have no shame. Dominic is saying, we are screwed for next season. No Champions League, no Allegri, no new top players. Everyone leaving, no positives. No positives, man. It's sad. Daniel Bowen, welcome to the chat, saying, and we think Allegri wants to coach these guys with no passion tonight. Yep. Yeah, it's the whole thing with Allegri. I never believed that. I never believed that 1 second. I never believed that. And if he does come, guys, I don't know what kind of blackmail De Laurentiis has on Allegri if he does decide to come. But yeah, guys, I don't know, man. I'm speechless tonight. I'm speechless. We had one job. We had to beat Verona. Not Barcelona. Verona. Not Manchester City. Verona. Not Chelsea. Verona. That's who we had to beat. And if you can't do that, you can't go to the Champions League. Daniel Bowen, thank you so much for the... You're too kind, man. You're too kind. Honestly, you didn't have to. But thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Dom, do you feel any chance Insigne leaves? Yeah, there's always a chance, guys. There's always a chance. I don't think... There's always a chance, guys. I mean, you guys are seeing in England, what's happening with Harry Kane. He's leaving Tottenham, his boyhood club, legend of the club. But at some point, guys, these players who are turning 28, 29, they give their whole career to their team, their boyhood team. Guys, at some point, they must think, I'm too good for this team. And I want to win. You know, and it's not like Insigne plays for a team like Liverpool, for example, where you had Steven Gerrard that stayed. But Liverpool is a team that, okay, they never won the league, but you knew that they were always going to be in the Champions League. You knew that when they were in the Champions League, they were always going to be fighting for the semi-finals, getting into the finals. And actually then he won with Liverpool. Like, they were a team that, okay, maybe he wasn't winning consistently the league and never won it, but was challenging in other competitions. Napoli, it seems like we can't even get anywhere close to the Europa League. So a player like Insigne must be thinking, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? So, yeah. Hey, Messen, guys, let's make Dom rich. He deserves it. Everybody donate. That's funny. No, but guys, thank you. You guys really don't have to. Let's see. Big Man Dylan saying the youth players were so sad, man. They love the team and they're playing for it. They're real Neapolitans, and then people from Spain or something are doing nothing to get Champions League football. Yeah. I mean, there was no desire today. There was no desire. No one cared. We lack a deep holding midfield, says Awesome Comedy. Yep. We saw Bakayoko's limits today. We really did. We saw Bakayoko's limits. We saw Fabian try his best, but it just wasn't working today. But the whole team wasn't working today. Maxim is saying, I just can't believe this actually happened. There was a reason why I was more worried about this game than the Fiorentina one. Yeah, guys, it's crazy. Roberto Malan, peccato ci siamo persi all'ultimo ostacolo, sarà per il prossimo anno. He's saying, unfortunate that we lost out on the last hurdle. It will be for next year. We never know. Let's see. Anthony Navarro is in the house as well. Guys, I'm trying to keep up with some of your comments, but I can't. There's so many of you that want to have your say on this. ID Beats is saying, a rebuild is in the making, in my opinion. Need to start over. This group of players are mentally so weak. Remember Spezia, Sassuolo, Lazio, Granada. Yeah, thank you, ID Beats, for flashbacking all the negative things that happened this season. But guys, I mean, you are so right. This team is... Thing is, there's something wrong with the recruiting of this team, man. There's something wrong because it's been like this for the last 10 years, since Mazzarri days. I mean, since Mazzarri left, this team has been so weak mentally. AMS with the €1 donation. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you joining in, guys, and on all the support. Thanks, man. But yeah, it's crazy, this team, how weak they are mentally. Because and what's disappointing is that if a coach like Gattuso can't get this team fired up, and I don't know who will, but I have to say something about Gattuso, and I'm just gonna go straight to the ratings now, guys. I'm gonna go straight to the ratings. Gattuso, I'm gonna give him a 2. For 2 reasons, maybe three. Number 1, and I think this is the most important one, today was a day where he had to give calmness. So guys, let me tell you a story. Not because I was there, but 2006, all right? Italy-France, World Cup final. Do you know what Italy's coach, Lippi, did before the final? He told everybody to relax. He told everybody to just go out there and enjoy the game. Because he was confident in his team, guys. He was confident that Cannavaro, Gattuso, Toni, all the players that he had were going to beat France. They were going to beat Zidane. They were going to beat Thierry Henry. They were going to beat Ribéry, Thuram. We're talking about France in 2006. One of the strongest teams ever. And Lippi just told his team to relax. Now I want you to compare that with Gattuso, who was part of that team. Compare the type of vibe that he was giving today. He was anxious. Anxious, guys. He was anxious. Like, he was not giving off good vibes. And I think this rubbed off on the players tremendously. And I think in these games where you are the better team, all you need to do is tell your players to relax, play the football that you want to play. But he was too tense, and the players came on the field tense, and they weren't enjoying their football. So yeah, let's see some of the other comments. So that's one of the reasons why I gave Gattuso 2. There's 2 more reasons, I think, at least. Johnny Depp says, we should sell Koulibaly, Fabian, Lozano, Isai, Lobotka. Man, I think your list needs to be a bit longer than that one, to be honest. Dom, don't worry. Let's hope Italy makes you happy at the Euros. guys, I'm going to forget about tonight. I'm not going to look back. I'm going to take a break from Napoli talk, I think, for a few days. Maybe just post some memes on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. And because, guys, I mean, I could... We could talk about Napoli not getting Champions League football and cry about it all we want, but I think the solution here is to just forget about it and move on as fast as possible. Try to laugh it off with a few memes, and you know, I'll be back when the sting is gone. Yeah, I think that's the plan, honestly, for the next few days for me. Let's see. Maximus is saying, isn't this the last Napoli talk we get this year? Yeah, I mean, I think I'll cover the Euros as much as possible, and I'll cover transfer stories for Napoli. But I think there's going to be a bit of a break, a few days for sure. Let's see. Papa is saying. Some of these names, man. Papa is saying, I know it's not easy, but Napoli should not be losing to Granada the way they did in the Europa League. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Even though we didn't have the full squad, they lost to a mid-table team in Spain in the Europa. Yeah, that was... I mean, we had half the team not available at that point, which was annoying, but yeah. Roberto Longo saying, wow, a 2, you are generous. The LPRLs saying Fabian 6. Wow, I'd give him nothing more than a 4. Guys, I give Fabian a 6 just because... Okay, so let me explain my player ratings, guys, because, you know, it's on the screen and I'm just going to get attacked if, you know, if I don't explain it. So I'm going to give... and guys, thank you for following me on Instagram. I keep getting notifications while I'm live, so thank you. If you guys are not following, then, you know, go follow. Where is it? Somewhere there. I can't point my finger in the right place. Link is somewhere there. Anyways, so a 6 to Fabian. It's just because I feel bad for him. I feel bad that he was left alone in the midfield in the last 20 minutes while Napoli was playing a 4-1-5. And he was just there alone for the last 20 minutes. And to be honest, he tried, man. He tried to cover. He tried to do something in the last 20. And so this is a pity 6. It's a pity 6. Not the other kind of pity 6. So Osimhen gets a 4 because he did nothing. I'm just reading the comments, and Gattuso sacked. Let's see what's going on, guys. I'm just on my phone right now. Gonna give you guys... where are you guys reading this? Guys, give me your sources. Give me your sources, guys. Let's see. Let me go on Twitter. Let me go on Twitter right now. I mean, he got a 2, so obviously he's sacked. You know, I can't give a 2 to someone that's staying next year. How am I gonna justify myself? I bet you De Laurentiis just watches Napoli talk and was waiting for me to show that there's a 2 next to Gattuso, and it's like, yep, okay, I'll sack him, because if I gave him like a 7 tonight and then he sacks him, then he would have had all of Napoli talk and stuff against him. So Gennaro Gattuso has become Juventus'S top target. Anyways, no, but guys, okay, before I go on to the player ratings, let me just talk about Gattuso. Meanwhile, Lorenzo saying, Napoli talk, congrats on grinding with the videos and making amazing content consistently. Keep up the good work. Cheers, man. Thanks for supporting. Listen, guys, about Gattuso, I'll always be grateful for that Coppa Italia. First trophy in like 6 years. And he gave us some good games. I had fun this year, to be honest. I also had not so many fun moments. But yeah, I mean, he was a man. He was a man out there. He was a man. He said things how they were. He put passion into it. Whether he was the best coach, I'm not certain we were the best fit, if that makes sense. But it's like it was a good fling. It is what it is. So yeah, we move on. I don't think it's not that we won't miss him, but I think we, with the players that we have, I think any other decent coach like Verona's Juric, he could do probably the same amount of good stuff as Gattuso. So it's not like we're losing, it's not like we're losing a Conte or something like that. I mean, we're losing Gattuso, a good coach, but probably nothing more. And I mean, I could be wrong. We could get someone and he screws us royally. But honestly, I mean, hasn't Gattuso already done that, guys? Hasn't Gattuso already done that? We're not qualified for the Champions League. That was his mission. So, it's not like we get Juric and it's going to be even worse. It can't get worse. So, yeah, we'll see. So anyways, let me Napoli talk, ban this Omar guy. Let's see. Yeah, guys, stop. Yeah, guys, if there's someone that's being annoying, just don't be annoying. So yeah. All right. I'll hide that guy. just bullied that guy. Message deleted, shows on top. Anyways, so back to the player 8. You guys won't let me explain myself. I just want to explain. Can I just speak? I just want to explain myself. So Ramani scored 6.5, obviously. Manolas, I think he had a decent game. We didn't suffer Verona at all. And then we have Di Lorenzo, who had the worst game of his season. I mean, it was horrible. And his eye as well. We'll see that in the pictures that I have for you guys later. And then in attack, everybody gets a 4. Everybody gets a 4 because no one really did anything, guys. Lozano was tripping over himself. Other players got a stupid yellow card in the first half. Insigne didn't turn up. Osimhen didn't turn up. Zielinski didn't turn up. Just nothing worked up top. And Meret, I'm giving him a 5 because he had a good save at one point. But honestly, the goal that he let in, I think he could have been positioned better. He could have been covering the goal a lot better. Let's see what some of your comments are saying. Well, no matter what, boys, the left back we bring in this summer will always be better than anybody else we had available this season. Brave comment. Brave of you to think that that we're gonna get someone better. I mean, you know how De Laurentiis is with right backs and left backs. He doesn't spend more than 10 million euros, so you never know what's gonna happen. Kigerman is saying, do you think we should have had a penalty in the 88th minute? We'll cover that. I'm gonna get to the key moments of the game. Wait, Dom, make a video about who needs to come in and who needs to go so we make good signings. Guys, who needs to go? I think we all know. We all know. Who needs to come in? I think nothing's going to happen until after the Euros, to be honest with you. I think most good players are going to be playing at the Euros. There's not going to be much movement until after that. So I think it's a bit premature. And I think before I make a video like that, I think I need to process what just happened for Napoli tonight. And yeah, I think I still fully haven't processed what happened for Napoli. I thought, guys, to be honest with you, I thought this was in the bag. Guys. Thought we had it. We dropped the ball. So I'm a bit unprepared, to be honest with you, because it's really not something I expected. It's not a position I expected to be in tonight. So yeah. Let's see what else you guys are saying. IDB is saying brave for him to think we'll even get a left back. ADL is kind of a cheap stake. A record signing is 60 million for Osimhen. That's not cheap, man. It's not cheap. Anyways, let's go on to analyzing a bit of the game. All right, so Verona made it tough for us, guys. They made it really tough. It was tough out there. It was tough. I mean, you can see here in the first half, right? Verona press super high, and you have Fabian here who just, he doesn't have the room to turn around. And you can see Gattuso with his hand out there at the bottom of the screen telling Fabian to just put the ball up. The problem is that when he did that, you had the Verona center backs really deep, so there wasn't space for Osimhen to run into. So that's very different from what we saw, for example, against Cagliari, against Udinese, where if you remember some of the goals that we scored, we had the midfielder that was not pressed. He was able to turn around, look forward, and pick out Osimhen properly, and the defense was very high. Instead, Verona are very deep. So it was very difficult for Napoli to play the way that we wanted to play. And guys, I knew this was going to be a tough game when, this challenge from Lozano, right? I get it. You want to get the ball, but it's a frustration challenge, all right? There's no need to do this. He gets a yellow card, compromises his whole game. His whole game defensively is compromised because in the 20th minute, he decides that he's going to basically 2-foot tackle a Verona center back who's posing no problem to us just because he's frustrated because he's not getting enough of the ball. So, yeah, wasn't looking good. And then we have Di Lorenzo, who, as I said, was having an awful game. In this moment of the game, there's a ball that comes to him. He controls it kind of badly, tries to get past Verona on the wing, and actually the ball gets stopped, and then he gets nutmegged, and then he's chasing back, and it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing for him. It's embarrassing for me. It's embarrassing for his family. It's just really embarrassing. That was an embarrassing 5 seconds. It's just embarrassing. What was something that did kind of work for us was because Osimhen was so tightly marked, Lozano actually had a lot of space, and it was something that I had previewed in my last video. I was saying Lozano is going to have a lot of space, and we consistently picked out Lozano in the first half. So he would get the ball on the wing, but then when he would look up, there was no Napoli player following the action. So, you can see here, right? There's Osimhen. Obviously, he's meant to be there. It'd be really worrying if Osimhen wasn't there. But there was no one else. Zielinski's not really making a run. Insigne's nowhere, Fabian's nowhere, and this is completely different to the type of goals that we've scored in the past, where we've seen Zielinski, when Lozano or Politano would have the ball in that area, Zielinski's already in the box. He's a few seconds late here. So something wasn't right. The mechanisms weren't right. The timings weren't right. Something was out of order because Lozano would look up and there'd just be Osimhen. And actually, he does a good job here finding Osimhen. Osimhen's able to actually get to the ball, and it gets played around and it goes back eventually to Insigne. But look how many bodies there are. Look how many bodies there are for Verona in the box. And he tries to curl one in with his left. Goes just wide. But it just was too little. Not enough presence in the box. Not enough desire. That's what I didn't see today. There was no desire. There was no, I'm going to make that run. I'm going to get to the end of that cross. There's just nothing. Just nothing out there today. It didn't make sense. So, yeah. And then we had Verona that was attacking. Sam is saying, I can't handle this anymore. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Goodbye, Forza Napoli. We had Verona who had a few opportunities. This one was ridiculous that we allowed Kalinic to do a back heel in our own box. Luckily, we managed to block that. Meret in the second half had to make a save. Again, we didn't switch on, guys. We didn't switch on in the second half. And then, this is this is typical. This thing here. It's Insigne with the ball, all right, and you've got Zielinski pinned in the box, making no movement to try to free himself. And you've got Lozano, who manages to get a few meters away from that Verona player. Oh, we've got some Juventus fans in the house. Oh, after 38 games, they came out. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Celebrating fourth spot when you're Juventus. That's cute. That's cute. I'm just gonna hide you. That's what I do. I'm just gonna hide them. So, yeah. It's the beauty of being live, guys. I can immediately get rid of people that I don't like. I wish life was like that. I could just mute people in real life. That'd be nice. Anyways, what I was saying here is that, yeah, there was just no movement, and then Insigne, this horrible cross. I don't know if you guys remember that. Pranav is saying Zielinski had 0 key passes, 0 dribbles attempted, and 2 duels lost in 70 minutes. That's horrible, man. That's horrible. But you know what's a worse stat for Napoli, guys? You know what a worse stat is? In the first half, you guys aren't ready for this. In the first half, we lost the ball 15 times. 15 times, guys, we lost the ball in the first half. In the whole of the Fiorentina game, in the whole of the Udinese game, we lost less than 15 times the ball. We lost like 13 or 14. We did 15 in 45 minutes. We were twice as bad. Literally twice as bad. Oh, we got a party. We got a party here. We got Lucas on mobile, who's a Milan fan. I was rooting for you guys today. That's nice of you. That's nice of you. Gabriel saying, Napoli Talk, you should get mods. I should, shouldn't I? I should. So yeah. Mashi is saying, no energy, no desire. They were asleep. Yeah. It's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. IDB is saying it's embarrassing for me that these Juve fans are Indian. No, man, it's worldwide. It's worldwide, man. They're annoying from every part of the world. And then Rahmani scores out of nowhere. So, you know, this happens. His first goal for Napoli. And that's where you thought, okay, you know what? Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe we're going to win. But no, this Sunday just sucked. This Sunday just was a bad Sunday. It was a bad Sunday. I mean, I started off with, I don't know how many of you guys watch F1, but I was trying to watch the F1, rooting for my boy Charles Leclerc. Doesn't start. Gearbox problem. That's how my Sunday went, guys. That's how my Sunday went. 100 viewers on the counter. Keep them haters coming, says Lorenzo. Yeah, guys, they don't get it, guys. The more people hate, the better it is for my channel. Anyways, I'd like to move on to Verona'S Goal, guys. I'd like to move on to Verona'S Goal because here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Here's where Gattuso gets... This is the reason why Gattuso gets a 2. We are winning, okay? We are winning 1-0. 25 minutes left. 25. I'm not saying 90. I'm saying 25 minutes left. Okay? Throw in for Napoli in our own half. And what does Napoli do? Instead of controlling the ball, and working it out, letting, lowering the tempo, just controlling, not giving the ball away, throw in, Fabian shoots it off. Just gave up. Napoli just gave up. They didn't want to play. They made no attempt to play. 0 attempt to play. They gave up. Ball's bouncing in attack. Osimhen puts his hand on a Verona player. For some reason, every time these guys, you put a hand on their back, it's a foul. But when that happens with Napoli, that never is. But anyways, Osimhen, stupid foul. Because you should never put your hand on someone. All right? Not when they're facing their own goal. Osimhen, all he had to do was follow the Verona player all the way to the corner flag. Put him under pressure. Maybe he trips. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he doesn't control the ball well. But you just put pressure, but you don't put physical pressure. So anyways, he commits the foul, and then from the foul, Verona score. But it all starts with that Fabian throw-in, how he just loses the ball like that. So, and this is embarrassing. Again, I said it before, this is embarrassing for Hizai, it's embarrassing for Napoli, it's embarrassing for me to comment on this, because this is something that you don't even see in Sunday League football. I mean, this guy is completely free. Faraoni is just... He's got the whole field. He's got the whole field. Gets past his eye and scores for Verona. And yeah, we had a few chances here and there at the end of the game. You expect that from Napoli. You expect to have chances. But ultimately, guys, it just wasn't to be. It wasn't to be. And you know, if we look at the if we look at the table, that's where we deserve to be. Inter deserved to win the Scudetto. Milan deserved to be second. Atalanta deserved to be third, and Juventus deserved to be fourth. End of story, guys. Guys, the maths doesn't lie. It says it right there. Because, guys, if you can't beat Verona, what are you going to do in the Champions League? And especially when you can't beat Verona when it matters. How are you going to go to Madrid and play against Madrid? What, we're just going to go to the Champions League and hope that we get an easy group? Hope we get an easy draw? Hope that, life is just easy? No, I mean, if you want to go to the Champions League, you've got to be a team that mentally is ready to play against the best teams. And mentally, we're not even ready to play against Verona, who's in 10th, because we cracked under pressure. So there's no way we're ready for the Champions League. There's no way. And I think this year we proved that we're barely ready for the Europa League. We lost the Europa League on the first set of games that was knockout. Just not ready, guys. This team is not ready. We have good players. We have a good fan base. We're a big club, but we're not ready, guys, and we're lying to ourselves if we say we are. We got to look at ourselves in the mirror, and we got to tell ourselves we got to improve. We got to get bigger, stronger, faster, better at shooting, better at passing, better at defending, better at reading the games. There's so much to improve, guys. I mean, you guys know I analyze these games, and it's not even like a full analysis. I'm just a guy doing it for fun. Literally 5 minutes after the game. It's not even like professional, and I can spot some clear mistakes from Napoli. So nobody can come and tell me that Napoli is just this perfect team that deserves Champions League football and can't improve. Guys, you can always improve. Napoli need to improve a lot. And some people that think that Napoli is like the best team ever, they're wrong, man. They're wrong. A terrible way to end the season, says Antonio Tonti. Costing Gattuso his position. Does this mean Sarri is back? Antonio, Gattuso lost us this game. Gattuso, there was no passing. There was no ideas. There was no motivation that he gave to the team. Actually, I think he scared the team. I think today we lost because of Gattuso. Yes, we were also in a good position before the game thanks to Gattuso. So Gattuso did well, but today we lost because of Gattuso. Because I think maybe another coach that had a different approach to the game would have come away with a win. It's disappointing. I think even a draw would have been fine. I think would a draw have been fine. No, a draw wouldn't have been fine, actually. We had to win today. We had to win, because if we're tied on points with Atalanta and Juve, a draw wouldn't have been fine. But anyways. Papa saying, I strongly agree with you, Gattuso bottled it. Yeah, I bro, can't believe this. Oh man, says Pink Planth. Without Champions League players starting wanting out and players coming in will be much harder, says Daniel Bowen. I mean, I don't blame them, guys. I don't blame them for not wanting to stay at Napoli. You know, you've got players like Koulibaly, who's given his best years for Napoli, and obviously, you know, we pay him well, so it's not like it's a one-way street. But he'll be looking at going to a club where he can start winning trophies, because as I said, guys, you know, how many more seasons is Koulibaly gonna wait until Napoli can challenge for a Scudetto? He's not got long. He's not got long left. He's got a few seasons. And it's just the reality, guys. It's just the reality of how football is. You know, players stay. They like the club. They stay, but you know, they ultimately want to win. So they'll stay 1 year. Maybe they'll give you 2, but ultimately, if you're a champion like Koulibaly, eventually you'll leave, because trophies talk. But yeah, what a poor game. 2 shots on target out of 16. Nothing else to add really after that. Nothing else to add. 2 shots on target. Our attack was absolutely nowhere, guys. It was nowhere. It's disappointing. Disappointing weekend. Saturday was alright. Friday was okay as well. I had a good Friday and Saturday, but today was disappointing. So disappointing Sunday, not disappointing weekend. Disappointing Sunday. Our starting form this season will mostly be gone next. Okay, let's go to the player ratings. Let's see. Let's do this live. Let's see who's gonna go. All right, Osimhen is staying. All right, Osimhen is staying. Insigne is probably gonna stay next season. I think Insigne might leave at the end of his contract. That could be a scenario. Zielinski is going to stay. Lozano is going to stay. Bakayoko is going to go. Fabian is going to go after the Euros. There's no doubt. I mean, he's not renewing his contract, and I think he wants to go. I think it's pretty clear that he wants to go back to Spain. Hizai is going to go. Rahmani is going to stay. Manolas is going to stay. Di Lorenzo is going to stay. Meret is probably going to stay. I think he's starting to play consistently now. That's what he wanted. And, we've got a keeper for the next 10 years potentially. But he's got to improve. He's got to improve some aspects of his game. So our midfield's leaving. Our left back's leaving. And potentially next year Insigne, but next year we'll see. Next year even Lozano might leave. I mean players come and go, right? So yeah, that's a quick rundown of who might stay, who might go. In terms of whom we might get, obviously we need a few midfielders. We need a left back, and I think we need a replacement for Petagna. I think Petagna is going to go. I think he hasn't proven himself at Napoli. I don't think the club, I don't think the players are going to appreciate him staying at Napoli. If an offer comes, I think the club and the coaches. And the coach, whoever is going to come, and the fans would want Napoli to accept that offer and get someone else, because he hasn't proven himself. So yeah, that's what I think. Who do you think will be a starter next season that wasn't played much this season? I think Elmas. I think with a different coach, maybe a different formation, maybe going back to a 4-3-3, maybe Elmas could start. And if Insigne doesn't renew, then maybe Elmas could take his position. But yeah. Sam Mass is saying, man, I love it. I love how sometimes I get like 12-year-olds that come onto my channel, and I'm just thinking, isn't it past your bedtime? So yeah. I don't know, man. Should I hide this guy? I don't know. I kind of just feel bad because, like, Sam, how old are you? Just tell me, man. How old are you? 12? I feel like I can't pick on like a 12-year-old, so I don't know. I think I'll just let him troll for a bit. He'll probably get tired. Anyways, this other Sam says hi. Hi Sam. Hi all the Sams that are watching. Hi all the Sams. 22, bruv. You're Sam, what are you doing, man? What are you Oh my days. I'm dying. How are you 20? Bro, how are you 22? Bro, how are you 22 from Chicago and you come onto a stream and you call people little girls, man? Oh my days. Oh man. Man. Man, some people need to. No offense to you, Sam. Look, man, I don't want to offend you. But come on, man. You're 22. What 22-year-old says you are a little girl, and that's apparently meant to be offensive or meant to trigger me. Oh man. Sam, what are you doing? Man? I hope your family doesn't see this. Anyways. Juventini will get third and will play in the Europa League. That doesn't make sense, big man Dylan. I don't get that. Yeah, as Sid is saying, this man, I thought he was a boy. He's an actual man. Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So yeah, let's hide these users. Let's hide the Juventini. But that was a good laugh. That gave me a good laugh, guys. Man, that was so cringe. Imagine being 22, going on to a rival team's stream, and calling people little girls. That's funny. So I love it, man. I love it. I love the comments. Guys. I love it. This is what keeps me going, guys. This is what keeps me going. Some of these comments, man. I love it. So anyways, what was I saying? Guys, make sure, by the way, I keep forgetting, but make sure that you are liking and subscribing to this stream, because I do actually donate to charity. So 1 like or 1 sub. For every like or sub, I do donate 1 cent to the Fondazione Cannavaro Ferrara. In April, the last month, we only raised €8. So it was like a total of 800 of these likes and subscriptions, mainly obviously likes, but come on, guys, we need to do better. In February, we raised 12. Well, what's up with that, guys? So make sure you are liking the stream, so that, we can donate a bit more. Do you think some youth players like Chucky or some loanees like Gaetano get a chance next season? Yeah, I think Gaetano could, because he's been playing now second season in Serie B. I think he's ready for a step up in Serie A. I think, who knows if, Chucky might get a chance. It all depends on the coach that we get, because there's going to be some coaches that will test out some youth players, especially at the start of the season or at the end of the season. At the start, obviously, to see if they can rely on them, and at the end to see, what can they do with them for the next season to come once they've had a full year to develop even more. But then there's some coaches like Gattuso who just categorically do not play any youth players. And in the 1 year and a half that he's been with us, he's given Chucky 6 minutes, or was it 15 minutes, something like that. And that's the only youth player he's ever played. In a year and a half, in 18 months, he's given 15 minutes to a youth player, which is... The more I think about it, the more I think that Gattuso's not that long-term coach that we need. Because a long-term coach, he's going to have to be one that starts experimenting with youth players, right? Because he's trying to build a legacy. So, you can't wait until someone's 23 to give them their first game. So yeah, the more I think of it, guys, the more I realize that for the long term, it wasn't meant to be with Gattuso. He was good. He got us that Coppa Italia. It was a good first 6 months. We had some ups and downs, but yeah, just long term, not the coach for us. So is Allegri or Spalletti real news? I really don't think Allegri is going to come. I really don't. Spalletti might, just because he has less opportunities than Allegri. I wonder if there's any updates. I wonder if there's any updates with the situation with Gattuso. Let me just go on the news right now and see if there is. So Napoli put a tweet saying "Grazie, mister." That's it. Grazie, mister. Thank you, coach. Sounds like. Oh, and De Laurentiis 35 minutes ago. Let's see. He says, "Dear Rino, I am happy to have." So it's in Italian, so I'm translating. "Dear Rino, I'm happy to have lived these 2 seasons with you. I thank you for the work that you've done. I wish you all the success wherever you go. A hug also to your wife and to your children, from Aurelio De Laurentiis." So he's out, and it's a beautiful message by De Laurentiis. I think it speaks volumes of the respect as a man that Gattuso had from everyone. It's tough, man. It's tough because it's never nice. But at the same time, I kind of just want to move on already. Guys. Like, it's done. We can't do anything about it now. It's done. De Laurentiis made up his mind. We're not in the Champions League football, so it didn't even end that well. It's not like he finished second and then we're leaving. It just is what it is, and we're gonna have to hope that we get some decent coach, but yeah, I wonder when that is. I think De Laurentiis already has something prepared, is my opinion. I think with the coaches that he probably spoke to like 4 or 5 coaches and said, would you accept if we get to the Champions League? And, they would obviously just say yes. And then he would ask, would you accept if we got into the Europa League? And some of them would have said no, maybe like Allegri, but then he knows that some of those would have said yes. So then he just goes on to the next guy on the list. So he's probably already got, his man. He just needs to announce it now. So, yeah. Did Lille win the league? Let's see. Let's see what happened in other games. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, they won the league. 2-1. They won. They beat PSG. Congrats to Lille. What a club, guys. What a club, because they sold Pepe, they sold Osimhen, sold a lot of players over the past. They sold Leao to Milan over the past few years, and they're still, they're still competitive. So yeah, congrats to them. But this just shows that, guys, even if we do sell some of our best players, if we reinvest that money, then it's maybe not all too bad. Let's see. De Laurentiis lost 50 million. Yeah, I wonder. I wonder. This is probably De Laurentiis. Dear Gattuso, I hate you. No, I can't write that. Dear Gattuso, I hope you and your family disappear. I mean, I wish them well. I wish them well. That's probably De Laurentiis writing that message. So yeah, I mean, imagine losing 50 million euros. I mean, like, it's mad. I can't imagine. Just imagine being in this business, man. It's so cutthroat. Like 90 minutes and 50 million euros are just gone. This is madness. Spalletti and Gattuso should join MLS. Yeah, they're done. They're done, guys. Next coach needs to be on board very quickly. Last thing we need is waiting until closer to training camp. It's so far away, man. It's so far away. I think right now we've got to see how the Euros go. I think there might be some like interesting players out there for Napoli. Let's see. Yeah, and then in terms of coaches, as I said, I think Gattuso already has someone in mind, and there's going to be the right time and place to announce it. I think announcing it 5 minutes after the game is wrong. For so many reasons. I think it's disrespectful. So he'll give it like a day or two, maybe a week. He's definitely not going to do it tonight. So let's see. De Zerbi, I think, is going to Shakhtar, as Kevin is saying. So yeah. Interesting. I'd like to let me go on Twitter. Let's see what the comments are. Let me go on Twitter and let's see what the comments are on the Napoli official Twitter from the fans. I'm gonna try to read out some of the comments. All right. Because I think a lot of them are going to be in Italian, and so a lot of you guys are not going to be able to understand it, but I'll be able to translate some of them for you. So under the tweet that says "Grazie Mister," which is the photo of Gattuso. Oh, I got someone else that follows me. Cool, guys. Thanks for always following Napoli Talk. As I said, guys, keep following my socials. It's nice when I go live and I see that. My phone's giving me notifications that you guys follow. So let's see. Daniel is saying, there's a guy on here. Daniel is saying, why? See, I can't even translate what he's saying. As in, I know what he's saying, but it's written in Neapolitan, and this has no translation. Anyways, he's talking about Gattuso's mother, and yeah. It was pretty funny. GA7, he's big on Napoli Twitter, is saying the correct thing to do would have been to allow Gattuso to speak. That's something that I warned about in my last video. I said Gattuso could potentially leave Napoli without having said a word in the last 6 months, just like that. But it would have been nice to hear what he had to say post-match. About his experience at Napoli, about this game in particular. I mean, at the end of the day, if you know you're leaving, screw it. Say what you gotta say. This feels weird. It just feels weird that we don't get that kind of, opinion from the man himself. Maybe we can get some Spanish managers like the one that was really good by Barca, says Big Man Dylan. Which one are you talking? There's been so many. AMS is saying it's Spalletti. Yeah, probably. I trust AMS. He might have an inside. That's all I'll say. Lol, Napoli fans hoping for Juve get banned. Keep crying, says Jamil. Yeah. See, I still don't get why a Juve fan comes into a Napoli stream instead of going to a Juve stream. It makes no sense to me. Anyways, let's see someone else. It's really weird. I'm reading some of the comments from Napoli Twitter, guys, and it's weird. I mean, there's a lot of people that are hating on Gattuso, like actual hating, and it's sad because we have to remember that it's important. You know, it's football is important, but I think I could never hate Gattuso as a person, just because he's so brutally honest and puts passion, and sure, he didn't get the job done, but shouldn't be taken out on him personally. So yeah, I don't know. I'm disappointed by the fan base, honestly. Underneath Napoli's official Twitter. So I'm not even gonna read out some of the comments because honestly, they're quite mean. Not nice. So yeah, I don't know. I think people need to get a life. People need to. If you offend someone that badly, man, you need to take a look in the mirror. I just cannot imagine. I hope everyone doing that is like 12. I really hope everyone doing that is 12, man. I just imagine you're like a grown ass man. And you're hiding behind some keyboard, not even showing your face, insulting someone's like whole family. Like that's crazy, man. Some people, madness. So anyways guys, I think I'm gonna go and process the last hour or so. Obviously, like I have to go live, so I can't even really process what's going on. Yeah. So, as I said, probably gonna post a meme or two on Instagram, just because we need a good laugh. I feel like I've got that responsibility to make you guys laugh a little bit through these dark times. But I wouldn't say I'm gonna do a video anytime soon. Probably it's gonna be at least a week. I think I deserve it. I think 38 games of Serie A plus Europa League plus Coppa Italia. I think I'm almost looking forward to next weekend not having to do a video, guys. Not that I don't like this, but it's just Napoli is so stressful. It's been so stressful the past few weeks with Napoli. Obviously, we don't know whether they were going to get Champions League football or not. So, yeah, I think I'm going to take a 1 week break, guys. Anyways, so don't think I died, was what I'm trying to say. And I'll be back, guys. Don't worry, I'll be back because I enjoy this too much. But, yeah, it was intense the past few weeks. So, yeah. Anyways, ID Beats has a good point there, saying, remember Gattuso was literally sick and had his one eye closed. Mad respect for that. Yeah, and that's when, we had all the injuries and COVID cases and Gattuso wasn't even feeling good. So, yeah, honestly, I there's nothing to say against him as a man. I mean, I thought he was a real man, took everything on the chin. And, yeah, it's crazy stuff. And Sebas Salazar saying, at least we got the Bakayoko video from this season. Yeah, that's true. So as I said, there was definitely some highs. There was that we had the Roma game. The one that we won 4-0. We had the Atalanta game. But it was also a tough season, guys. No fans. we lost Diego this season, which was yeah, that's always a bit emotional. So yeah, we lost Diego this season. No fans, no Champions League football, left the Europa League early. So, you know, there was definitely you know, some low points. There was also some good points though, as I said, good wins. And hopefully, you know, next season we've got Zielinski, Osimhen, Lozano, Insigne. Hopefully they can still produce. I think they've still got so much to give. They're still in their prime. Osimhen can only get better. Lozano can only get better. So yeah, but it's been a roller coaster of a season, man. Like, just looking back, I haven't really thought about this, but yeah, just looking back, it's been crazy. It's been so much has happened, you know, the past year, like with COVID as well and everything. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think the players arrived to these last 2-3 games completely depleted. Completely. Like, I felt like they had no energy left. And this whole thing about Gattuso must have put so much pressure on them. That's the thing, you know, like, these players were so scared today. They were so scared that they weren't that they were gonna lose Gattuso. That it was just a tough season. But I hope that we can learn a few things from it. I hope we can learn, and us as a fan base, and us as you know, and the club. I hope they can learn from it as well, because I don't think they managed the situation well at all with Gattuso. So let's hope we don't repeat that again. So yeah, Romashka saying, just checking in to see how you were doing, sending hugs your way, Dom, and a like. Thank you for liking the video, guys. We're almost on 100 likes. So that's quite good. No, but thank you for guys liking the video. Obviously, you know, disappointing day. Started off with the whole Charles Leclerc thing for Ferrari, not good, and then continued with Napoli. But there's always next season. So we never know, guys. We never know. I mean, football's crazy. We've got a good team. So I'm actually excited for the future. I'm actually excited. I think we can get a really cool coach in. I think, you know, if we get someone like, I don't know. I think Juric could be a good fit. I just see it happening. I just see it working out with Juric. I just see it happening. I don't know. Something in me. De Laurentiis loves getting coaches that have beaten him before. You know, when Empoli beat Napoli, he got on the phone with Sarri and convinced him to come. Juric now, 1 win, 1 draw against Napoli this season. You can expect him to be on the phone with De Laurentiis, or to have been. And as ID Beats is saying, I just want to see new faces at Napoli. Same. I'm actually so tired of the same faces, guys. We need something new. We need something fresh, guys. We've nothing against Koulibaly, Insigne, Mertens, Gulam, all these guys. You know, they're great players, but I just want to see something new. You know, we've been playing with the same guys for so long. Let's just get like, let's buy 5-6 young promising players that cost like 5 million euros each, and just say, like, you know what, just go have fun for a year. Let's see what we do. Why don't we do that? I mean, it's not like spending all this money on top players has produced much. And, you know, yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to experiment that. I feel like we might as well do it. Especially maybe at the Europa League, just play all the youngsters, or maybe play the youth a bit more. I don't know. I just want to see something fresh at Napoli. So, yeah, I agree with ID Beats. Dom, how can you do so long without drinking, man? I know, man. I've got water with me here, and I'm drying up. You guys have no idea how much I drink after these lives. Drink water after these lives, guys. I mean, speaking for like an hour 15 straight, and I'm not a talkative guy. I'm really not. So I'm not really used to doing this, but yeah. Luigi is saying, who do you think is Napoli's next coach? I think it might be Spalletti, but I would like to see Juric because he plays so well against the top teams. So it shows that I think he prepares games well, and you know, I'd be interested. I'd be interested to see him at Napoli. I think even in the Champions League in sometime in the future or next year, Europa League, he would do well because, as I said, he plays well against the top teams. I really hope it's not Fonseca. If there's one guy I don't want, I don't want Italiano and I don't want Fonseca. I don't rate them. But if they come, then that's fine. We'll support them. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't want Sarri because I'm done with Sarri. If he does come, he's going to have to produce. There's no, oh, we're going to be second. No. If Sarri comes back after what he did going to Juventus, he comes back and he's going to win us a whole lot of trophies. A whole lot of trophies, guys. He's not coming back to... I'm not going to accept second from Sarri. There's no way. No way. You can take second and no. If Sarri comes back, it has to be for winning the Scudetto. That's it. Nothing else. Otherwise, I wouldn't accept him. So, yeah. Yeah. So, IDB saying, Napoli Talk, you are such a gem for our fan base. You really have helped me vent my frustration, celebrate our wins with your live stream. Yeah, man, thank you. I mean, it's the same back. I mean, this wouldn't have made any sense without you guys. So I need this too. Guys. I mean, 2 years ago, for example, when I didn't have this, I would, if I didn't have Napoli Talk tonight, I'd be the most frustrated guy. Like, because I wouldn't have anybody to speak to about it, because like no one I know supports Napoli, because obviously I live abroad. So I mean, I would have to like call back home, but you know, especially in games like these, you know, it's quite late back home. So yeah. So Big Man Dylan say, maybe I am dumb, but I am not Italian. But who is Spalletti? So Spalletti, he coached Inter 2-3 years ago. He coached Roma before that, and did quite well with Roma actually. And yeah, he's a good coach. He's a good coach. He's been around for a long time in Italy. He's pretty funny as well. I don't mind him. He's quite good. He plays, you know, not the most attractive football, but still quite good, quite solid. So, yeah, it's not bad. Anyways, Pink Plant is saying, I think Allegri, because he was a former player. Allegri played like 6 months for Napoli, man. Like, I don't think Allegri has any real ties with Napoli. He played like 6 months. Luigi is saying, who is Napoli kid sponsor next year? I'm tired of these crappy sponsors. They're saying Armani could be the sponsor, so we'll see. I mean, that'd be a step up. That'll be a nice glow up if we get Armani. Guys, we're on 99 likes. Can I get 1 like? Can I just get 1 like? I get 1 like. If someone hasn't liked this, just get 1 like. Get us to 100 likes. If we get to 100 likes, we're going to get 100 points next season. So, yeah. Going to sleep at 4 a.m. Man, ID Beats, staying up until 4 a.m. What are you doing, mate? We will be back next season, and we will be seeking vengeance. Ooh, someone gave a like. 100 likes. Thank you, guys, whoever you are. 104. Nice. All right, yeah. We're going to get 104 points next season. 106 points now. That's awesome, guys. Thank you. That's a lot of money to charity. That's €1. That's over €1 raised for charity just in this video, just from the likes, and I haven't even checked if there's any new subs. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining the live. I know it's disappointing. I tried to stay positive. I know, I'm not, in the best of mood today. Hard to be. But let's move on as fast as we possibly can. Take a day or two to process this, and then focus on the Euros, focus on the new targets. We say in Italy, when one pope dies, there's always a new one. So if you're a Gattuso fan, it just happens, and then there's going to be a new coach, and you're probably going to like that coach even more. So anyways, guys, so see you in a few days, and I'm gonna go to bed. I've got work tomorrow, so all right, guys, lots of love, Dom. Stay safe, and Forza Napoli sempre. By the way, it was good to hear in the Joe Fischetti podcast. Until next time, guys, make sure you there's a podcast that you guys can check out on Spotify called Forza Napoli Podcast. It's pretty cool. Check that out. It's not mine. It's a guy called Joe Fischetti. He's super good at this podcast. So if you're a Napoli fan, you should check it out. Check out the Discord. Check out my Twitter, my Instagram. If you want to, hear my opinions and look at my memes. I think I'll put a lot of memes this week just because, to hide the pain. Romeo saying Forza Napoli, don't mind the United badge. You got to choose, man. You can't be both. Armani kids in the Europa League is like Messi in Barcelona. That's pretty funny. Anyways, guys. So great things to come. I would say average season, but can only go up from here. All right, guys. So stay safe, and peace out. And next time, guys. We'll get them next time. Forza Napoli sempre.